They're the big don't argue. Get off me, he says. Clear the tarmac. It's takeoff time.
Media Vintage Sports Network presents Play-by-Play Podcast with Jordan Hughes. Alrighty, welcome in. NRL picks and preview. Round 21 is rolling on the other side. A great day for rugby, a great day for sport at the moment. The Olympics are underway. Nrlw gets underway this weekend, so we'll touch on that as well. Big round of footy. Jordan Hughes with you once again.
Me, the king. Woo!
Is alongside me, as always.
Geordie,
How are
good
you?
to see you, my guy.
You look fresh.
Me, always. You?
Looking sharp.
Looking pretty good.
Thank you, mate.
Talking about sharp, on the weekend,
Oh, here we go.
Geordie skipped me.
What are you talking about?
I come down to Bond,
Yeah?
went to say hello to you, and he skipped me for a couple of girls.
I was working.
That was ridiculous.
I was working,
Oh,
mate.
you're working.
Yeah.
I went all the way just to see Geordie, and he skipped me for a couple of girls.
Mate, someone's got to do it, eh?
I love that.
I'm just networking.
Always skip me.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, good to see you, mate. It's good to see you down the
You
footy.
too, my guy. Good to wave at you.
yeah.
Geordie!
Let's get brushed.
Yeah, I got brushed.
Well, we've all been there. Someone's got to humble you, mate. Alrighty, it was, speaking of heaters, mate, you are an absolute heater on the tipping front. You're going real good.
Thank you, my guy. What did we get last week?
Well, you got
that would have been close.
Yeah, you beat me. 6 from 7 from you. It was just that the doggies just fell short on you in the end. And I was 5 from 7. You had that Broncos game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, mate, well done.
Yeah, solid. Thanks, my guy.
Sharps.
Surely catching up now.
Yeah, so just 3 points the difference on the total.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so you're bridging that gap, mate.
And surely if you're following along with the bets, I am on a heater. My ass is burnt.
Mate, Origin, big profit. Last 2 weeks, NRL, killing it.
Yeah, the last few was huge, actually. And do you know one thing let me down? You know the Storm versus the Roosters? I had either team 1 to 12, would have been another 5-6K.
Versus Stormy blow them out.
Yeah, no, it was 112, and then Sam Walker puts in a grubber on 78th minute in his own 20.
Oh, yeah.
And far longer scores, so that blew me.
That
so
would have.
I'll blow you, Walker.
Yeah, fuck, not good. Speaking of, mate,
Crazy.
let's talk about last week. What was your moment of the week?
Most impressive was Storm as a whole. They
Yep.
just blew the Roosters out the way. And also Turbo for Manly.
Yeah, sharp.
So those are my
again.
two for the week.
I like it. I agree with you on those ones. But for me, Broncos bounced back.
Yeah.
They needed to win so badly. And that's a tough place to go, Newcastle, and win there.
Yeah, but as expected, they got all the boys back.
I know.
Reynolds,
Yeah.
huge
Isn't
inclusion.
He's the difference, isn't he?
He is. He's like the older head.
What are they going to do when he retires, mate? They're going to be some strife, aren't they?
Nah, it's so good with him in the team. Directs those young boys around. So, how good.
Yeah, very impressive. The Bronx finding their groove again. Anything that got you a bit disappointed, mate?
Yeah, so what disappointed me, the Warriors, they could have drawn the game. Chanel Harris missed the kick from in front, but that's not what I'm disappointed
His
at.
kicking was terrible all game.
It was, but that's footy.
Yeah.
People miss kicks, but what is disappointing is that the Warriors are pretty much out of the finals now.
Yeah, this year hasn't delivered, eh?
So, but if they got that kick, they could have been in contention.
And the Raiders obviously knocked off a 5-game losing streak or something.
Yeah,
so.
good on them. Jamal Fogarty back in the mix too.
Yeah,
So
he's all class.
that's the difference there.
All right, let's get into some NRL around 21 action. As Riggs mentioned, finals footy is not too far away now, and it starts tomorrow night. The Warriors take on the Tigers at home. The Wires $1.26. The Tigers $3.90. The line is 13.5. The Tigers showed some fight against the Bunnies last week.
Yeah, it was
but
looking good till that last,
Yeah.
then blowing out.
just ran out of steam in the end.
Yeah, but this week they've got Carousel back and Isaiah Papali'i.
Yes.
So that's looking good for them. And the Warriors, they've got Barnett, Aiden Fanua-Blake in the front rows. That's pretty hectic. And Sheck back at fullback.
Yeah, thoughts of Tuivasa in the one jersey? Do you think that's his best posse in?
Well, that's
in
where
league?
he's played his whole life. So
Yeah, well, they tried him at centres a bit on the wing,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
no, a bit of X factor back there. Kane's injured, I'm pretty sure, head knock.
Yeah. I
So
think
yeah, give him the crack. So
Yeah.
pretty good.
Lovely.
And the Tigers are just too rookie for me. So I'm looking at the Warriors again. You know, both teams I don't think can make the top 8. So you got to be careful betting on these ones because they don't really care.
It's a bit of they're just playing for pride
Yeah, a
at
bit
this
of
point.
a nothing. Yeah, so the Warriors to win for me here.
Yes, the Tigers, as we've mentioned, they've been terrible all year. They've lost the last 15 games outside of Sydney.
Oh, ew.
They've failed to cover the last 4. Tamari Martin has scored his last 2 against the Tigers. So I'll join you. I think the Warriors too good here
Nice.
at home to get it done. The total points is 48.5. I do think it might be low scoring. I think it might be. It's because it's always a bit dewy Friday night.
I reckon a lot of points. I'm
You
going to go
reckon?
with a lot of points.
Okay, I'm going to go the under.
Okay.
We'll see.
You go under, I'll go over.
Okay.
We'll go on top. I'm on top.
The Warriors too good on Friday night. The Eels take on the Storm. The Eels big outsiders here. $6.50 against $1.12. The Storm, the line 17.5.
Wow. Well, the Storm are the team to beat.
Yep.
Look for Warbrick to score out wide. Anderson was scored 3 last week or 2. And Ryan Pappenhausen.
Yep.
He's just on fire around those big middles. And the Eels, they're pretty average this year. They're not going to make the 8. They're second from the bottom. That's a shock. And where are they going to find points? That's a question from me. So I'm going with the Storm for a sure thing.
Yeah, lovely. Para's last 7 home games versus Melbourne have gone under the total points. Para have lost their last 10 of 11. Wow. Melbourne have covered the last 5. Dylan Brown has scored in his last 4 or 5 Parramatta home games, so maybe some points from him. But Pappenhausen has scored in his last 4 matches when Melbourne has been the favourite, and they are very short favourites here.
Beauty, I love those stats.
So what thoughts on that line, 17.5? That's a big number. Can Eels get within that, 20 points or something?
Yeah, I reckon.
They should.
They've got some big forwards that can match the Melbourne forwards.
Yeah.
So they're pretty decent.
Yeah, I actually reckon they'll compete. But I go Storm to win, Eels plus the points, Pap and Brown to score.
I like that.
Yep, that's where I'm leaning.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Storm it is.
Beautiful. Let's go to the Broncos take on the Bulldogs at Suncorp Stadium. $1.35 the Bronx, $3.25 are the Dogs. The line is 9.5.
Great. First thing I've got for the Broncos, it's must win.
Win.
They're outside the 8. They've got to start winning pretty much every match.
Yep.
Reynolds back in. They've got a crispy team. Walsh firing. Cobber on the wing, Mariner in the centres. So I think they're all cylinders firing. It might take them a while to gel. And you look over the other side, Dogs are in 6th place.
Yeah, which is...
The Bulldogs are 6th place, beating the Bronx.
You wouldn't believe it.
I don't believe it. So we can't take credit away from them. I think they're going to put up a good contest. But for me, it's just all Bronx. Bronx have to win. They're at home. Got to get it done.
Yeah, so the Broncos have covered the last 5 against the Bulldogs. A couple of try-scoring stats for you. Ezra Mam has scored in 4 of last 5 when Brisbane have been a home favourite. And for the Dogs, Connor Tracy has scored in his last 3 attempts versus the Broncos.
Oh, nice. And you love the old Mam try too.
I do. I'm going to jam it this week as well.
With Reynolds playing, Mam usually does score because the pressure's off him.
Yeah, and he can run more. Doesn't have to worry about playmaking as much. Broncos win. Ezra Mam scores for me on that front.
I'll go Cobbo to score.
Cobbo, lovely.
Nice.
Let's go to the Cowboys and the Sharkies. The Cowboys $1.75. The Sharks $2.10. The line is 2.5. This is going to be a pretty entertaining matchup between these two.
Exactly what my stats say. Tough picks for both. The Cowboys are a hit and a miss.
Yep.
So are the Sharks. Very identical, similar lineups. I think we're looking at a 1-12 either way. The Sharks have no Kennedy at fullback, so they've got a young kid. I don't even know the young kid, so we'll see how he goes.
Yep, cool.
Just for me, I just think the Sharks are fresher. Fresh from Origin. I just think I'm going to back the Sharks 1-12.
Yeah, and normally the Cowboys, as we've seen this year, they haven't been very consistent. They won on the weekend. Generally, they don't win 2 in a row. It's just how it goes. But the Sharks have covered the last 7 interstate games. The Sharks have won 11 of 12 versus the Cowboys. Katoa has scored in his last 5 games, and Carl Felt has scored in his last 4 or 5 home games versus the Sharks.
Well, they're looking at Katoa, Felt, and the Sharks.
Yeah, I'm going to join you. Bang.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Sharks are underdogs too, so Sharks plus that 2.5 as well. Could be a bit of a shootout too. Might be plenty of points on that one. So
yeah, beauty.
Dry track up in Townsville. So we'll watch that one on Saturday evening, I believe. All right, let's go to the Roosters and the Manly Sea Eagles. The Roosters are $1.38. The Manly Sea Eagles are $3.05. The line is 8 points on this one.
Very tight matchup coming up. Manly are in great form with Turbo, Cherry Evans, and the Roosters have turned a new leaf.
Yep.
What I don't like is Sitili Tupanua out in the centres. I think that's a weakness for them. And they're both teams are in good form, so I'm looking at a 1-12 either way. I would be giving the Roosters the nod here.
Yeah, Roosters off a loss, trying to bounce back here. The last 6 between these two have gone under the total points, which shows you how of a grinding affair it usually is between these two. The Roosters have covered the last 8 of 9 following a loss. Sydney have won the last 3 home games versus Manly. So those stats point towards the Chooks. Yeah, and I'm going to join you to bounce back here. Take the under, and I'll back them to cover as well.
What's the 8?
8.
Nice.
Yep.
Looks good.
And then you can't really go wrong by going Young, Saab, throw options.
Young and Saab,
Yeah.
always. Young plays right, Saab plays right. Yeah, opposite edges.
Yep. So
There we go.
they can normally find their way through. So do you have Chooks?
Yeah, I've got the Chooks.
Lovely. All right, let's go to the Dragons. Take on the Panthers. $4 are the Dragons. $1.25 are the Panthers. 11.5 is the line. The Panthers just snuck home last week, didn't they?
They did. We both called that, Pretty
Yep.
tight one.
Well, yeah, on the money.
Yep. What I look at right now is Cleary and Luai together. Back together. Here we go. Let's put them on.
Yep.
The only one they're missing pretty much is Edwards out fullback. But other than that, I'm looking at the Panthers to get a dub. I'm looking at To'o and Turanuva to score out wide.
Lovely. So Total scored his last 3 on that front. The Dragons have lost their last 9 on teams on a winning streak. The underdog has covered this matchup, though, 12 of 13 times. And Lomax has scored his last 3 or 4 versus Penrith. But I agree. Panthers should be too good, but
Yeah.
I do think Dragons will hang around a little bit. They have a
nice.
team. They're an irritating team. They just hang around.
Yeah, and Penrith do have to find their groove again. They're only one game back with Cleary.
Yeah, I agree. So Panthers to win, Total to score, Lomax to score, Dragons plus the points.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Beauty.
Okay, and this is going to be a game I'm looking forward to watching from a fan point of view. The Dolphins take on the Titans, $1.53. The Dolphins, $2.55. Of the Titans, the line is 4.5.
Yeah, both teams hitting their stride as well.
The Titans last week, though, they started well, and then what happened, man?
Who
They
Titans
just
go?
got spanked by
Oh,
Manly.
yeah, of course. But they're actually Manly, Tommy.
I know. Yeah, Tommy, your boy. No,
And they did have the odds to go down there.
Yep, you're right.
But yeah, what we're looking at here is the Dolphins. I love the Dolphins form.
Love the Dolphins. Yeah.
I'm a fan with you.
Mate, top 8, told you.
You did tell me. A very tight game. First thing that comes to my mind, Hammer scoring, Bostock scoring, and Loffy to score. And I'm excited for this. I'll be going with the Dolphins for a close one.
Yeah. How good's Jack Bostock? Fuck, he's good to watch.
Yeah, just scores.
He's just the man. I reckon he's got a big future. He's just,
Yeah, well, I love Hammer a bit more.
Yeah, okay. But
Hammer.
they're both getting results.
Yes.
So the underdog has covered 13 of 14 Gold Coast matches this year. The Dolphins have won their last 3 versus the Titans. Herbie Farnsworth has scored in his last 4 of 5 versus the Gold Coast Titans.
Beauty.
And Khan Pereira has been the first try scorer in 3 of 4 games for the Titans.
Attaboy, Loffy.
Yeah, so Loffy for a try generally, and then Loffy for the first try if you want a little sprinkle.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a blowout here either. I reckon it's going to
No.
be a high scoring
Yeah.
1 to 12.
100%. Take the over. I agree. Dolphins 1 to 12, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Titans will hang around after that loss. It wouldn't surprise me if the Titans come out and dish them, to
And
be honest.
start well.
Yeah, well, off a loss too.
Yeah. But the way Dolphins played against Penrith,
I know.
you got to give it to them.
It's hard, yeah.
Surely.
So, I'll go the Dolphins to win just in this one. I'll go Farnsworth for a try as well.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, our final game of the round. The Raiders at home against the Rabbitohs. $1.64 are the Raiders. $2.30 are the Bunnies. The line is 3.5 rigs. Thoughts on this one?
This is a close one. Raiders 2 fit at home, I reckon, says my notes. Whiten versus Old Club.
Yep.
And just Jamal Fogarty is the big inclusion. Just for Raiders, he's the best playmaker on that field that day just because with his direction.
Yeah.
Just can lead the boys where they need to go, finish the kick sets. That's where Rabbitohs are lacking. No Cam Murray, no Mitchell. I just don't think they have enough in the tank. And this is a must-win for Raiders as well.
Yeah.
So if I'm going for a try scorer, look out for Hudson Young.
Yeah, he scored in 15 of 18 games on Sunday Arvo footy as a favourite.
I could just smell it.
Loves the Sunday
He
Arvo
loves
try.
a Sunday meat pie.
Yeah, he does.
Attaboy.
So you go on the home side, the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders to go 2 in a row. So the Raiders have failed to cover the last 11 following a win. South have won 6 of 7. They have hit some form.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but just because they're at home in Canberra, sort of a cold Sunday afternoon, I'll go the Raiders to get it done. Just.
Nice. And they need to for the top 8.
They do. 1 to 12 either way on that front. So that is round 21. I think, are we in full agreement once again?
We'll double check. I think we are.
I think we are. How good.
We are.
Great minds think
Look
alike.
at you trying to... Oh, you're good. I reckon you're going to nail it this week.
I think we'll. Yeah, well.
And what's happening now? Are we on to the women?
Hey, we'll talk about a bit of NRLW.
Yes.
King.
It's just starting.
So as the season progresses, we'll sort of deep dive more into the season. But for a brief sort of overview, we'll get into the games. The Knights and the Roosters first up, Regan. The Knights are the favourites in this one.
Yes.
Southwell, Upton again together.
That's exactly what I looked at.
Yeah,
That's what my notes say. Knights, Women, Southwell, Upton, Fire. But there's 2 Southwells, one in the 7, one in the 13.
Yep.
I'm looking at Knights to win 1 to 12.
Yeah, the Knights are strong favourites. Of course, they are defending premiers. The Roosters fell short last year. They'll be eager to bounce back. Surges, obviously, in the centres. Aiken, she's a crafty number 6.
Yeah.
She's pretty strong.
And
But
Isabel Kelly at fullback this week.
yeah, thoughts on that? Could almost be a centre, eh?
Yeah, centre.
Yeah.
Prefer in the centre.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't knock her off yet until we watch her play.
Absolutely. I agree, though. The Knights should open their season on the right side of things.
Sweet.
Next up, the Sharkies and the Cowboys. The Sharks are $1.26 favourites in this one. Tonagato steering the ship for the Sharks. Should be too good here.
Yeah, so a big shout out to Georgia Hanaway off the bench.
Okay, yep.
Sevens player.
Oh, is she? Right.
Yeah, young one. She was in the Aussie system. So
yeah, right.
she's trying to hand it
For
NRLW for the Sharks.
Sharkies, okay.
So she's off the bench there. So
Nice.
look out for her. She's a gun playmaker.
Yep.
And not much going on for Cowboys, so I'll be going Sharks too classy.
Yeah, I think that should be at home as well. Next up, the Broncos, $1.20. The Eels, $4.60 outsiders. Our girl, Meli Hufunga, back for more.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to put her on for a try, but let's wait to see how her fitness is first.
How she goes, yeah.
You know, we don't know what the girls have been up to in the off-season.
It's round one.
Yeah,
Yep.
round one. We'll watch one.
Yep.
I'm going with the Broncos by default, 1-12. I'm not too impressed with their team. You know, Brigginshaw in the half.
Yeah. You've got young Skylar Adams at 6. She's a Union prospect, come through the ranks. She's a former Bondi.
Nice.
She's a talented young footballer, so looking forward to seeing how she goes in the 6 jersey. But yeah, Bronx too good for me.
Nice.
Next up, the Dragons and the Titans. The Dragons $2.45. The Titans are the strong favourite, $1.55. Vani Politi at fullback. Loz Brown in the 7 jersey. It's a strong looking side.
Yes, I think the girls are gelling too well, especially just after Origin camp, whatever they just played. Loz in the halves. I think Chapo to score. She's in the centres. And look out for Bass for a try on the wing. I just think the Titans will roll them.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I agree.
Nice.
Too good for me. And then the final game, the Tigers and the Raiders. This one's pretty even. Tigers $1.94. The Raiders $1.87. It is in Sydney, this one.
Yeah, it's a good matchup. Well, on paper, I did this one time before, is Raiders look better than the Tigers. But those Raiders girls playing away from home, they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I've got Raiders 1-12, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Tigers 1-12.
Yeah, that's actually a very good assessment because the Raiders on paper should win this, but I reckon the Tigers are much improved. I might go the Tigers to do the upset here.
Yeah, that Botnet Walsh at the back's pretty good.
And they've got some wheels out wide too.
Nice.
Got some fast wingers do the Tigers. So there we go, NRLW. So there's plenty of footy, mate.
That's our woman. Let's see who knows woman more.
We did it. Well, last year was me. I knew more.
You do know the woman more.
But we'll see how we go this year on the tipping side of thing. Of course, that is the rugby league schedule for us. But you, mate, busy weekend ahead. Talk me through it.
On the weekend, Saturday, I'll be down in going down to Sydney to perform in that High Rocks race again.
Yeah, nice.
And then after that, I'll be straight back here to play footy on Sunday against Runaway Bay at home.
Fuck, you're a beast, aren't you?
Not sure how I'm going to go.
We'll see.
Let's get it done. Drink some protein, stay fresh. What about you?
Big weekend, actually. I'm calling a rugby game on Channel 9, actually. Got the 9 game.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah,
congrats.
Brothers and West, so it should be a cracker. Nice. Yep, so that'll be
Who's
good.
winning that?
Probably Brothers. Should be too good.
Ah, yeah.
I'd say, but we'll see.
They're the ones that just got nabbed the Bondi.
Yeah.
You pricks.
Yeah, no good. Yeah, right. So who you playing?
Runaway Bay.
Okay.
See how we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the important part of the season, so we got to start winning every single game from now.
Yeah, okay.
Start turning up.
Yeah, because you just fell short on the weekend, eh? Bears got you.
Yeah, we did. They played good.
Yeah, okay.
And a big shout out to our boy Hayden Sargent. He's in Paris.
Yeah, he may have played overnight. 2 games, came off the bench, did well. So 2 from 2 for the boys.
2 from 2.
Yeah.
Aussie.
They're playing Argentina tonight at 10:30.
Oh,
so
that's a tough one.
tough one. But
good luck, Sargi.
Yeah, great to see the lads going well in our circles. Well, do you have a time you're trying to beat in the High Rocks compared to the last one? You're trying to get
so I got 107, 1 hour and 7 minutes last time. I'll aim for under 105.
Oh, we'll check back next week and see how you go.
Let's go see how we go.
There we go. So plenty on in our lives and plenty on of rugby league as well. Enjoy your action this weekend. Great, man. Final thoughts?
Great to see you. Never brush me off again, my guy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just busy, mate. You know what I'm saying?
What about you? Anything left?
No.
Nothing in the tank.
Left.
Nothing in the tank.
No,
He's empty, guys.
I've been busy. Alrighty, let's...
I'll shut us off.
Yeah, I love you too.
This is Media Vintage. That's Jordan, Mr. Brusher, and I'm the king.
We'll see you next week. Bye.